Hello, just a quick little stop here for me to share something with you that I found on the internet. I found this to be very, very interesting. It's another spin on how the Sunday law could be enacted. Now let me just say this before we start. I do not like the Sunday law doctrine for the very same reason why I don't like the secret rapture doctrine. Because both of them gets you to the very, very precarious spot if you're not careful. Now, we all know that the secret rapture is foolishness, that's a lie, it's false, and even a cursory reading of the Bible will show you that it's false. And the pitfall is this. For both of these doctrines, if you're not careful, it causes you to delay becoming a true Christian and living a truly good and productive Christian life because you keep putting off your obedience waiting for a sign like an adulterous and a wicked generation, as Jesus warned us. So there are lots of Christians who believe in the secret rapture who are not living like Christians, not living how they're supposed to live because they're waiting to see some people disappear. So too, in Adventism, there are lots of people who are not living good Christian lives because they're waiting for the sign of the Sunday law to say, okay, Jesus is coming, I better get ready. Folks, both those get you in the same position. One is definitely false, the other is yet to be proven, but they both endanger your soul. So whether you believe in the Sunday law or not should not affect how you live your Christian life. You should be living as a Christian now. Anyway, let's go to Ben Shapiro, a nice Jewish boy, as he tells us of a new way, a new reason in fact why the Sunday law should be implemented. Here we go.
I mean, are you hopeful that we can get, not hopeful, do you think we will get through this in a sane way and that the America that we knew and loved for a long time, that many of us are trying to, let's say, restore to some extent, is going to be there in 5 years?
Yes. If I lived in California, I'd probably say no. I don't. I live in Florida, which is a wonderful place that still embodies all of those American values, and that population is growing. People want to be in these places. The failures of governance that the left has unleashed in blue areas, I think, is becoming clear to pretty much everyone at this point. I also think that we've unleashed technologies on the human mind in the last 20 years that the human mind was just not prepared for, and we're going to do more of it. I mean, AI is going to be more of this.
You saw the paraplegic playing chess. Did you see
it's
that?
amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And that's the positive side of technological change. The negative side is that we're all addicted to our phones now, and that we live in that nether region that we were talking about, where you need to go outside and touch some grass. I do think that there is the possibility that human beings are going to want to re-engage with the world after what is a pretty ugly period. And I think you are starting to see that. I think you're starting to see some people saying, okay, it might be worthwhile to log off. I think what we need right now is a national Sabbath movement. Whether you keep that Sabbath on Saturday like I do, or whether you keep it on Sunday. We need a national movement that for 25 hours a week, you get off your damned phone, you get off your computer, and you go spend time with friends and family, and you do not look at any of the social media. And then hopefully you take that into your daily life a little bit more. Because, all the things that were promised to bring us connections have actually, I think, exacerbated our divisions. And the only way to get over that is to actually see like a human being in person and talk to that human being and not just, an avatar of the worst parts of that human being.
Are you saying, Ben Shapiro, that old ideas could still have value in our modern world?
I think human beings don't change. And the story of humanity is not humanity becoming ever better in sort of the Steven Pinker notion. I think that human nature is what human nature is. And we've built better containment systems for human nature. And then sometimes we build worse containment systems for human nature. But human nature is going to rebel against the fake world that we've created for ourselves because it's an ugly, depressing world. And, what comes next is either going to be, conflagration before resurrection, or it's going to be a correction. But it can't continue in this direction forever.
You want to shoot some threes?
Can we try doing that? All right.
And there we have it. May God bless you and keep you. May make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Until we meet again, walk with the King and be a blessing. Goodbye.